The most important thing is to have a vision, because without a vision, you're just drifting.
Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't train to work out. He trained to turn a vision into reality. A vision to become the best, to win, not sometimes, but in everything he touched. While everyone else counted reps and waited for results, Arnold counted steps toward becoming something the world had never seen. Every set had a purpose. Every drop of pain had meaning, because the body he wanted already existed in his mind.
Every rep that I did, and every set that I did, and more weights that I lifted, I get one step closer to turning that vision into reality.
That belief changed everything. This isn't a workout routine. It's a philosophy. Arnold's training started long before the weights touched his hands. The foundation wasn't in the gym. It was in the mind. Every champion, he believed, needs a vision and a plan. You don't stumble into greatness. You create it with purpose, consistency, and focus.
I always had a picture in my mind, the image of the body I wanted to build, and I trained to become that person.
He believed that to build a body worthy of his vision, every choice had to serve a greater goal. It was about discipline over desire. His training was structured around principles: clarity of vision, measurable progress, and the courage to push past limits. But what did that look like in practice? How did he transform intention into muscle? Arnold built his body on three key pillars: high volume, high frequency, and intensity with control. He didn't settle for a single session per week. Muscles were trained repeatedly, often multiple times, to force adaptation and growth, alternating between heavy compound lifts and isolation exercises to hit muscles from all angles.
The important thing is that you train the proper way, which is to train the basics. That if it is the squats, if the two-arm curl, if it's the bent over rowing, if it's the clean and the press.
These were the movements that built the foundation of size, strength, and proportion. He focused on mastering form and technique. These exercises worked multiple muscles at once, creating a base that isolation movements could then refine. The basics weren't boring. They were non-negotiable tools for building a champion's physique. Every lift reinforced stability, coordination, and power. The principle was simple: master the core movements, and everything else becomes more effective.
You got to shock the muscle, and shock the muscle with different kind of training principles. Expose your weak points. You're gonna go and hit those marks, and then you move the bar higher, then you move the bar higher, and you feel that with hard work, you can achieve the goals and you can become successful.
Shocking the muscle was the secret behind Arnold's rapid growth and complete development. He didn't rely on repetition alone. He constantly varied weight to force adaptation. Muscles were never allowed to grow comfortable or predictable. Every set introduced a new stimulus, pushing fibers to their limit. This principle applied to every body part, from chest and back to arms and legs, ensuring no weak point went unchallenged. Arnold said that to grow a muscle, you need to be inside that muscle. Every rep guided by focus, not momentum. The goal was to engage the target muscle fully, stretching and contracting it with deliberate control. He visualized each movement before performing it, imagining the muscle working and growing with every contraction. This connection transformed lifting from mere exercise into sculpting. By concentrating on the muscle rather than the weight, he maximized activation and shaped precise definition and symmetry, turning raw effort into a visible, measurable result that brought his vision to life. Arnold attacked every muscle from multiple angles to ensure complete development. If you watch his old footage, you can see how he used a wide range of exercises and variations for each muscle. Variation prevented adaptation, broke plateaus, and kept his muscles constantly challenged. Dumbbells, barbells, cables, machines. Every tool had a purpose, carefully chosen to sculpt balance, symmetry, and detail. Arnold didn't just lift weights. He saw the body he wanted before it existed. This mental rehearsal wasn't fantasy. It was strategy. Visualization guided every rep, sharpened the mind-muscle connection, and turned effort into precision. By seeing the result first, he trained with purpose, ensuring that every movement contributed to his ideal physique. You must see it, you must believe it, and then you must never stop working to make it happen. And that's why, after understanding the vision, the principles, and the techniques, It all comes down to the exercises that made it happen. Bench presses, squats, curls, rows, presses. On the next screen, we'll break down the best exercises according to Arnold himself, showing exactly how to put his philosophy into practice.